Hey, Dr. Aziz here, and I just came across this question on Quora that says, how do I emanate confidence? And the first thing I think of when I hear the word emanate is non-verbal. You want to know how to just exude it, how for people just to perceive it without you needing to make it happen. It's just coming out of you. And there's two things I want to share to help with that. The first is directly at the non-verbals of confident behavior. And I've done this exercise with people when I'm working in groups where I have them interact with each other and go from one person to the next and say, let's all start by being really shy. Be as shy and inhibited as you can and walk around the room and see how you'd interact with people. And invariably, when we're shy, eyes are down, we're slumped, our shoulders are down. If we don't really greet people, if they say something to us, we say, hi, sure, we're quiet. And then I have them flip into, it's just as a role play, what would it be like to be that boisterous, loud, overly confident person? And sure enough, then the room is full of laughter and slapping on the back and handshakes and eye contact. And that's exactly what we can do to emanate confidence, is to adopt more of those behaviors. So what are those behaviors? Well, the first is solid eye contact, being able to maintain eye contact with people when you talk to them, as you walk by them on the street. And if you don't know how to do this, or if you're uncomfortable with it, it's just a skill, it's just a muscle for you to develop. So a great way to do that is to walk down busy street when there's people coming the other way, and just make eye contact with lots of people. Hold the eye contact until they break it. It's very uncomfortable. You probably have a pattern of looking away when someone looks at you. You want to hold the eye contact until they break it. And just that one tip alone can transform the amount of confidence you exude. Because if you can look at someone, especially an attractive person of the opposite sex that you want to date or someone that you're interested in, if you just can hold eye contact with them powerfully, it's amazing what that can exude in terms of confidence. But also, there's other nonverbal things. Standing more upright, shoulders back. I mean, this stuff is basic, and you might think like, oh, it's not that simple, but it really is. A great way to do this is actually stand against a wall with your heels, your butt, your shoulders, and then the back of your head all against a wall, just to see what it feels like to be really upright in your body. Now, you don't need to be overly stiff with this. You can be flexible and fluid, but you just want to start and say, what does that actually feel like? Because for so many of us, we're just on the computer and slumped, and that's just our normal posture. So you want to be able to increase the ability of your body to be upright. Another thing to do for nonverbals is to, when you greet people, shake hands firmly. You can pat people on the back, like a sort of sexual, just basic friendly touch is incredibly powerful and exudes a high level of confidence. And again, the only thing that stops us from doing this is fear. What if someone doesn't like my touch? What if someone doesn't want me to do this? But the reality is, if you just keep doing it, you'll find that 95% of the time it goes great, and the 5% of the time it doesn't, no big deal. And the more you just do these behaviors, the more you will emanate a sense of confidence. And the one other thing I want to share to help in that process is actually a mindset shift. Because when you shift what you're doing in your mind, it naturally shifts your behavior. And here's the shift. It's going from an approval-seeking mindset to an approval-giving mindset. What that means is when you go over to interact with someone, if you're nervous or not very confident, here's what you're asking yourself in your mind. What do they think of me? Are they going to like me? Or what do I need to do to get them to like me? How do I need to behave so they like me or that I don't offend them? And that does not lead to emanating confidence. Leading to emanating confidence would be a question like, how can I give and receive even more love right now? What can I find in this person that I'm really fascinated about and ask them questions about? What can I like or find interesting about this person and then tell them and give them a compliment? What do I like about this person? How can I learn? And so getting focused out of you and onto them. And that can exude a tremendous amount of confidence. That simple mental shift from one side to the other. So there's so much more about this, but these are two powerful tips to get you started. And I'd love to hear any comments or further questions or responses. Take care.